a falling star. Can you make a wish? Ooh, just remember, luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then, you ask, the stars up above, the planets of light, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of birth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
the planets of light, who controls your very soul?
Hi, this is Z Starman, and you're watching a special edition of Astrology Numerology Now, focusing on 2021 highlights from an astrology and numerology point of view. Now, we're going to focus for now on numerology. A lot of people always say to me, Z Starman, could you talk more numerology? And on this little venue, I will talk a little more numerology. Now, we're going to talk about two things: how to calculate and find your own personal year, and also we're going to begin with the significance of the universal year from 2021 point of view. Now, if we add 2020, we get a number 5. So let's add 2020. 2 plus 0 is 2. Plus 2 is 4, plus 1 equals 5. So the universal year, or 2021, is a number 5 universal year. And 5 is the number of change. See, in numerology, we live and work on a 9-year cycle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in the middle, then we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is the significance of the number 5 universal year? And the last time we had a 5 universal year, obviously, was in the year 2012. And that adds up to the number 5. So 5 is the number of change, freedom, upheaval. Some things are just change. That's one of the big things. It's about change, it's about freedom, it's about drastic change. And we've seen that in the past. I think of the last time there was a 5 universal year, two things come to mind. The Sandy Hook incident in Newtown, Connecticut, that happened in 2012, where unfortunately a mass shooter came and took the lives of little innocent boy and girl preschoolers. We had Superstorm Sandy in 2012, where the hurricanes and the water, the wind, and the rain, and we in New York are still recovering from it a little bit. But 5 is the number of freedom, change, and free-spiritedness, and the ability to use your free will. The world is going to change. Obviously, in 2021 is a number 5 year for the world, and particularly most of us here in the United States, whereas we're going to see a new president. President Biden will be sworn in, or President-elect Biden will be sworn in on January 20th, 2021. So that's part of the change that's coming in 2021. The world is changing for the better. We have here in the United States people from probably every corner of the world, and we're going to have to change during this pandemic, change our ways, change, and I keep saying the number change because that's what it's all about. Change for the better. Go for higher things, higher ground, hire people, change your friends and your family, change your lifestyle, change from eating fatty foods and bad foods, change from being critical, change to vibrate on a higher frequency. This year also favors the 5 universal year people who are born in or under the number 5. If you're born under the numbers 5, 14, or 23. 1 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, and the plane 5 itself, you should do very well in a number 5 universal year. Those numbers. And 5 rules the number for Gemini. So a lot of Geminis should be doing well also. Now, before we close out this little segment of astrology, numerology now, we have, from an astrology point of view, we have Saturn and Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. Saturn in old school astrology was the ruler of Aquarius until the discovery of the planet Uranus in 1831. And we also have Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. And Jupiter is so large, you can put 1,300 Earths inside of it. That's how big Jupiter is. Jupiter has about 62 moons orbiting around it. But the significance of Jupiter is to shine light, because this is our biggest light. Just like this light that we see up here, it's sort of kind of like Jupiter. Jupiter is about shining light on certain places, things, and situations. So we got Saturn in Aquarius, we got Jupiter in Aquarius. They've come together on December 21st to make the great conjunction. Aquarius rules people. Aquarius is about ruling people and bringing people together. That's what I feel that this grand conjunction will have done, is to unite people. Let's end the racism. Let's end the xenophobia. Let's end the misogynism. Let's end all negative stereotypes among people of the planet Earth, so we can all come together and function, because we all need each other. Now, as I said about calculating and finding your own personal year for 21, or for 2021, the universal year. Now, to find your personal year, or what is the personal year? The personal year is the number that you're ruled by or under from the calendar year beginning January 1st to December 31st. What vibration will you be vibing on? What frequency will you be vibrating on? And we simply do that by taking the month and day of your birth, and we add it on to the calendar year. Now, I'm coming from the top of my head. I'm going to choose January 4th. Let's choose January 4th. Now, we're going to take January 4th. January is the first month, so we're going to say 1 plus 4 equals 5. And let's say 2021. We're going to add it on to 2021. 2 plus 5, or 5 plus 2 equals 7, plus 0 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And the laws of numerology say we reduce that number to a single number. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So if your birthday is January 4th, you're in a number 1 personal year. And other birthdays in the number 1 personal year is January the 13th, January the 22nd. Let's say if your birthday is March 2nd, your personal year adds up to the number 1. And the 1 personal year is about leadership. It's about new beginnings. It's about closing out a chapter in your life and beginning a whole new chapter. So everyone has their own personal year. And once again, to find out what your personal year is to simply add the month and date of your birthday to the current calendar year or universal year. So you would add your month of birth, your date of birth, or your day of birth to 2021, added together, add all those numbers together, and in some cases reduce it to a single number, and you can Google your personal year. Or if you don't want to do all that, you can call me, Z Starman, and I'll tell you your personal year. Or also, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as Z Starman, or you can, once again, email me at astrologylover@hotmail.com. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 2021 is a 5 universal year. What are the changes you're going to make for 2021? For astrology, numerology now, it's going to be changes. We're planning a new set, new music, and all kinds of stuff in the coming year. So again, 5 is about change. Make good changes. Before you do crazy changes, talk to other people about them. Talk about them to family and friends. And also, you can talk to Z Starman. For astrology, numerology now, this is Z Starman saying happy 2021. Make those changes. Saying peace, love, light, namaste. Happy 2021.
Just remember, luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then, you ask, the stars up above, the planets of light, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of earth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
planets of light, who controls your very soul?